Syrian army units continue their advancement against foreign-backed insurgents in several parts of the country. Syrian troops conducted operations in Ariha suburbs in the Idlib countryside. They had earlier taken control of the mountain area there. Also in other military operations in the northwestern countryside of Hama, a number of foreign-backed insurgents were killed. A considerable amount of weapons and ammunition were also seized, and several roadside bombs were defused along the Hama-Idlib highway. The Syrian army has recently conducted successful cleanup operations across the country, inflicting heavy losses on Takfiri extremists.
This dirt road is the new way into Zamalka, near Damascus, a road carved by tanks into one of the hottest spots and scene of some of the ferocious clashes between the Syrian army and the foreign-backed insurgents. We're getting ready to enter with the Syrian army into the area of Zamalka that you can see here behind me. In that area, the Syrian army in the past few days has carried out a series of deployments, operations in that area, between and in the middle of insurgents-held areas, and now it's making its way to fortify its points that it had already taken inside these areas. Syrian troops are using new tactics in these areas, mainly under the control of insurgents.
We are using new tactics that some might call suicidal. We send special units using armored personnel carriers at night to be deployed in the middle of terrorists' controlled area. We take a certain building, make a bridge, head into terrorist areas, and then other units would fight their way to connect with these advancing units.
Syrian soldiers told us that the militants they were fighting are from the infamous Al-Nusra Front, who in turn were using new tactics and adopting different ways in fighting.
This is a different type of tunnel, different from the ones that we dealt with before. Other tunnels are used for evacuation and transport, but this one is used to place explosive devices, to attack armored vehicles and tanks crossing the street. This tunnel runs under. Once we destroy such tunnels, our mission to advance ahead is easier and less dangerous.
The Syrian army has managed to advance for over 1,200 meters along the southern highway, one of the main entrance roads for Damascus that has been cut off by the insurgents for over a year now, meaning that 20% of this vital road is now cleared. The Battle of Zamalka is an important one to maintain Damascus's security and supply routes. The result of this recent advancement by the Syrian government is yet to be seen. But one thing is for sure, and that is, it is a strong blow to insurgents in one of their most important base areas. Ala Ibrahim, Press TV, Damascus.